What's up, Giants fans, Hub watchers, Diggy watchers, She Got Sports watchers, OGR fans, Twitter followers, and Instagram followers. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Welcome back to another episode of the Just Chillin' podcast, another mock draft simulator type episode. Welcome, everybody. Let me give a quick shout out to VizEd, Nate Talks Giants. Go over there, check out Nate's channel, guys. Jaden Dawkins, Football Talk with Benny, Logan's Giants Zone, Mike Nixon, Sunday. Hello, Sunday. Nobody else gonna say hi, Sunday?
Hi, Sunday.
Okay, there you go. And everybody else in the chat, welcome in, guys. And let me just say, first things first, I'm gonna go from OGR to Lauren to Diggy. How y'all doing tonight, man?
Oh, from OG. Oh, I guess I'm starting off. Jaden, calm down. I ain't that. I'm back. I'm back on Hub stream. Hub invited me to start again. So yes, I guess in a way I'm back, but not in any official capacity. So, but I'm doing great. I'm feeling good. So, kick it off to Lauren.
Yeah, I'm doing good. I made it here on time today. Didn't brush the hair though, but I'm ready, to do this mock draft.
You should brush it on stream. Just like
that'd be hilarious.
Then you get really frizzy, to be honest.
Just get comfortable, man. Just like yeah, guys.
And one thing I think about Dave Gettleman is.
Yeah, next thing you know, she pulls up the flat iron. She's just like, "All right, guys, so let's get into this
I definitely
right
accidentally burned my finger. So if I was trying to do it on stream, I'd be like, yeah,
It is what it is. And yeah, Edward, I am too. How did you know that? Did I say that on stream before?
That you were.
But
what do you tutor?
Yeah, I'm like a private tutor. I guess I might have said that on stream before.
What subject?
Let's get into today's news. What happened? Did I speak over it?
No, it's just a weird transition because like a tutor and somebody was like, "What subject?"
I mean, I was like, I probably spoke over something. So there's not really a specific subject. It's just as long as it's elementary and middle school, it says whatever they need help in. To be honest with you, English and math mostly. If they have a textbook for another subject, then we're good to go. But it's mostly English and math. But let me just get into today's news and get your thoughts on it. JJ Watt was released, and for some reason, Giants fans on Twitter, as usual, whenever there's any player released or involved in trade rumors, we're just like, let's go get him. We should go get him. I don't know how to feel about it, man. Let me get Diggy, then Lauren, and OGR.
I mean, until I really got on Giants Twitter with my YouTube account and stuff, I did not notice how crazy Giants Twitter was. So anytime there's rumors about anything, there's Giants Twitter saying to go sign them, and then there's people saying not to pay them, and those are the same people saying to sign other people. But JJ Watt.
Oh, real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt. The kid that I'm tutoring today is in the chat. Yo, what's up, bro? What's up, man?
Let's go.
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I continue, man. That's hilarious. I did not expect that.
But JJ Watt, I mean, he's going to bring a lot of, leadership and, experience to whatever team he goes to. Of course, I'd like if he came here for an affordable deal. But if he takes an affordable deal, he's probably going to a team that he expects is ready to win now. Or he wants to probably go with his brother and play, on the same team as his brother. But I think he's going to get like between 8 to 10. And I think that's kind of too much for what the Giants want to do right now at this stage. And, especially with his injuries right now.
Yeah, I completely agree. And there's also, you may want to think about, like you said, the injuries, the age. What about you, Lauren?
Yeah, I mean, I basically agree. I don't think they are going to sign him because I feel like they are going to hopefully, pay Leo, and that's going to, be their main focus, I guess you could say, this offseason, and probably a wide receiver, hopefully. But I just don't think it's going to happen. I just don't think it's realistic. Like, I think there's a bunch of other teams he would choose to go to first. And I believe I read a report that said the Texans, they could have traded him, but they just decided to release him to do good by him. So I just feel like he has other teams he might want to go to. Sorry, Giants.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I guess it's OGR's turn.
All right, so for me, coming to the Giants, I mean, it depends how much. If I doubt he wants to come here for a 1-year prove-it deal. especially somebody who's, done that. So the only thing I can see him doing is really going to what I would consider a contender that needs his skills. Packers, Steelers, maybe, Kansas City, possibly. I wouldn't know, but that's what I could see. I don't see him coming to the Giants. If this was, JJ Watt 4 or 5 years ago, yeah, okay, but it's not. It's JJ Watt that's going into his 11th season. So yeah, it kind of makes sense, but it kind of doesn't. So yeah, I don't think he's coming to the Giants. I believe he's going to contender. He wants to chase that Super Bowl, and I don't blame him.
Well, what chances do we have of the Watt trio reuniting in Pittsburgh?
I'll give it 40% chance.
Because Diggy commented that on my video today, and I was like, so does that mean Bud Dupree is going to come to us then? I said it was a joke, but I'm like, obviously, if JJ goes there, which is an option, but we don't know how realistic of an option, that means Bud is probably out then.
I think if JJ Watt goes to the Steelers, it's mostly because he wants to play with his brother. I don't think that the Steelers are like the best team to say like they're going to win a Super Bowl next year. So I think if he wanted to play with his brother, he probably would take a pay cut, and they might be able to bring Bud Dupree back. And JJ Watt might just say, "I just want to play a season with my brother." Because this is a once in a. How many people get to play on the same team as their little brother? So. He might take a serious pay cut. Exactly, both of his brothers. So he might take a serious kind of, $4 million a year, $5 million a year kind of salary to do that.
What team do you see ending up with, Lauren?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with what everyone has said. Like, I saw TJ tweeted out like a little thing. I forget what it was, but it was the Rock like a GIF. GIF or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you say GIF? Oh no, I'm just kidding.
Do you say GIF?
I say GIF. No, I'm kidding. I'm not one of those people that's like
GIF is the
it is pronounced GIF. It is pronounced GIF.
Right, GIF.
So you say graphical instead of graphical?
No. The person that made the GIFs, he says that it's pronounced GIF.
I got two rebuttals for you. First of all, the peanut butter called GIF is with a J. Second of all, the G stands for graphical, not giraffical.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't make the rules, man.
So do you pronounce it as GIF?
I'm not one of those
people
that's serious about it. Wait, what happened?
No, I was like this, Diggy. Do you pronounce it as GIF too?
No. But I just know that's how he pronounces it, the person that made it.
What about you, OGR?
For me, what team is JJ Watt going to go to, or how do I pronounce it? For me, it's GIF. It's always been GIF. And oddly, I think 49ers, I don't know, 49ers, Indy, or Packers would probably be my favorite.
Someone said Packers, and I was like,
For some reason,
he's from Wisconsin.
A lot.
He's from Wisconsin too, so that might
here's the thing then. So then, what happens to one of the Smith guys? Is one of them a free agent or something?
I'm pretty sure Preston Smith is. Leaving.
Well, don't forget, JJ's big enough where he can slide inside.
Exactly, he can play right beside one of them.
Yeah, so he's like with the Giants. He's gonna. Let's say he were to come to the Giants, he's big enough to operate over the nose. He can. He's not. He could even stand up. I doubt the Giants are going to use him as outside linebacker, but they're going to use as one of those front three. So he can slide all over that line. It does make sense for the Giants because he'd be used all over the place. And if you don't sign Leo, you could go get somebody like a JJ Watt. I'm not suggesting the Giants should, but it's not something where I'd be like pissed. Put it that way.
And then what about I saw the Colts was as one. Was it the Colts or was it somebody else that came up in my mind? Oh yeah, and I was like, this could make sense. Possibly Tennessee because they may lose Clowney, or Clowney might walk away, and they might look for a legit pass. He's definitely going to be a really good second pass rusher. But what do you guys think about Tennessee?
Tennessee wouldn't be bad. They definitely were lacking the pass rush, even with Jadeveon Clowney. That wouldn't surprise me at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually a very good point. Staying in the same division, going up against your former team. So
and Tennessee is Tennessee the best team in that division right now? Or do you guys look at? Well, it depends who the Colts get as a quarterback, I guess.
Yeah,
so
it
Tennessee by
that.
default.
A couple of weeks ago, the rumors about Andrew Luck. I don't think that's true at all. But if Andrew Luck did come out of retirement, I think that would definitely be attractive.
Mm-hmm. Dylan Runner has a pretty interesting comment here. He says, "I don't want to spend any more money on our defense. I already like it. He said I already didn't like the Logan Ryan signing since we had McKinney and Peppers. We have to keep the young core and have them to develop." The one thing I will say to that before I turn it over to you guys is that when we made the Ryan signing, it was because McKinney went down. So do keep that in mind. maybe he's talking about the re-signing, which does make sense at that point. But let me get Lauren first.
Wait, what am I
highlight the
saying?
comment.
Yeah.
If I think we should spend more money on defense,
Or just in response to Dylan, he says he doesn't want to spend any more money on the defense.
well, I mean, I like the Logan Ryan trade personally because he's someone who's a vet and obviously had a really good influence on this team, and I think is a leader for those young guys in the secondary. And I was happy when they re-signed him, this season. But you know what? I kind of get what you're saying. I think they should re-sign Leo in the draft. Honestly, I really feel like they should go, an offensive player. I mean, it depends really who's there on the board, but I just feel like in the draft, when you have the opportunity, I mean, in the first round, at least in the first round, when you have the opportunity to draft an offensive game changer, I think you got to go there because the offense was just so bad that you can make do with that defense. Like if you have the opportunity to draft Waddle or even another offensive player in the first round, if you make a trade or something, whatever, you got to go offense in the first round. And I can't sit here and say though, don't spend any more money on defense because I don't know, maybe some free agents aren't going to be signed or something and you can sign someone on a 1-year deal or something. It's you know what I mean? I can't say don't spend any more money, but obviously offense needs to be more of a priority. And that was a really long-winded answer for something that should have been a short answer.
Nah, it's all good. What about you, OGR?
For me, I'm not necessarily saying target somebody in free agency, but the fact that you wouldn't spend any money on defense, I believe a lot of our defense success was purely through scheme. And you give another similar to what happened with Daniel Jones' first year, transitioning to his second year, where everybody was so confident about the offense. A lot of people are so confident about this defense. They're overconfident about this defense. I think it's an average defense, to be totally honest with you. And it's been so long that we've seen an average defense here that we sit there and say, oh, it's top 15, it's top 10. It's not. It's average. And it needs to get better. Or teams are going to catch up to Patrick Graham's scheme, and you're going to see us falling backwards. You need to address certain parts of this defense. You don't, you're just basically making the same mistake you made in 2019. What I want the Giants to do in this offseason, and I'm going to end it on this, is build the best team because the best team wins. And people.
I do got a question. So other than say second linebacker, second corner, what would you target? Whether it's in the draft or free agency, just the offseason?
Oh, I mean, pass rusher.
If it's there, right?
If it's there, you've got to take pass rusher. I still, even at 11, I know everybody wants that wide receiver, but you can't just force that wide receiver to come to you. If you can go get a guy, there's still guys that you can draft in the second round that can come in and be instant impact guys. Mm-hmm. Now, is that the signing that I would love? No, in the draft. But if there's a pass rusher that you're confident in this first round, and there's not a lot, but if the Giants are in love with Gregory Rousseau, and I know people don't want to hear that name right now, I feel the same way you do, Diggy. But I'm just saying, you've got to take the best player available for your team. Plain and simple.
And then, Diggy, you got the final say on this, I guess.
Yeah, that's just one thing to add on. I mean, one thing that makes me happy if my team does something that I disagree with is that they're fully behind it. So if they did take Gregory Rousseau, I'm like, okay, they had to really believe in him, just the same way that they took Daniel Jones. I'm like, they have to really believe in this person. But as far as signing on the defense, you always look to improve your defense because you can never have a good enough defense. With the way people are putting up points, you can never have enough corners. You can never have enough pass rushers. Linebackers, maybe you can get away with. But corners and pass rushers, I definitely think we need to get better there. Pat Graham is not a magician. So, I mean, you can only do so much. And then when you look at what happened with Logan Ryan, I think I said this in the chat on the Young Guns podcast, is that Logan Ryan's contract is basically 3 years. Mm-hmm. So his contract is 3 years and you can get out of it after 2 years. So after that second year, you can cut him. And then that's when you re-sign Jabril Peppers. That's when you re-sign Xavier McKinney. So we're not really locked into we're going to take this huge cap hit if we were to get rid of Logan Ryan after this year. So there's never enough good defensive players.
Exactly. I would tend to agree. I mean, I've been saying for months now, the mantra is fix the offense, but finish the defense because the defense is not finished yet. There's still a couple of smaller pieces that probably need to be added there. Of course, the only big piece really is a legit edge. but it's finishing the defense. Don't forget about it in an offseason where I do think we should prioritize offense, but don't ever completely forget the defense, because like OGR said, if you forget the offense, you get a situation like we had in 2020 where it just wasn't good. It was extremely ugly.
Yeah, there were times where the defense got really exposed last year. And,
wasn't Cardinals game one of them?
Yeah.
Definitely 49ers, of course. Any game that we got blown out, and I think we got blown out like maybe 2 or 3 times. Let me pull up the schedule actually.
It's a benefit brain.
Even at the end of games, I'd say Tampa, toward the end of the Tampa game, we were starting to get exposed.
Yeah.
Even though I'm not saying we should have won that game, but it should have been even closer than it was.
Yeah. The Browns game too. I forgot about the Browns game for some reason.
Oh, we got destroyed. I forgot what game the one that Bradbury missed, but it seemed like they never recovered after Bradbury missed that one game.
I think that was either Cardinals or Browns, because it was like right.
That was the Browns game.
Yeah, I was pretty sure it was
Sunday Night Football game.
That was awful.
Yeah, and I don't think Daniel Jones didn't play in that game either, right?
Yep.
Get flexed to Sunday Night Football and like.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot. We were a normal afternoon game. Got flexed to Sunday night because 2 weeks earlier we beat the Seahawks and then get absolutely embarrassed. And the game that we kicked out, who was it? It was Dallas and somebody, and that game turned out to be really good.
Exactly.
Shout out to the Rant Osman for the $2 super chat. Thank you, bro. He says can't have an offense that puts the defense in bad spots.
That's fact.
I think we all agree with that.
Yeah, and that happened last year.
And I have something really interesting to say about that. It seemed like the beginning of the season, where Daniel Jones was turning the ball over almost like he was the year before, the defense kept bailing him out. And we kept on saying, well, we turned the ball over 3 or 4 times this game and we only gave up 6 points out of these 4 turnovers. But it seemed like when Daniel Jones stopped turning the ball over, the defense started just breaking. So, at the end of the day, if the defense is out there, they have to stop people from getting in the end zone whenever they're out there.
See, but to his point that he was making on a super chat, your defense can't allow the other team to drive either. Okay, so you can't allow the other team to get to the 48, the 47, the 46. Like teams could move the ball against us in between the 20s consistently, and you're putting your offense in a bad spot. So it goes hand in hand when you're talking about the field position battle. And more blame this year can go on the offense, but the defense wasn't doing us any favors either. Let's not.
Yeah, and we're not saying,
it did.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just want to say we're not saying go out there and spend all your money on defense. No, the offense is the priority. Just don't forget about the defense.
Yeah.
Like get a couple of pieces, but definitely prioritize the offense, because that was the bigger problem by far, or the problem.
I feel like the defense towards the end of the season was like, you could just tell they were kind of tired. I mean, at least in my opinion, I don't know. It just seemed like they were always on the field so much. Like this defense, they would bend, but they wouldn't break a lot of the time. But still, when you bend and don't break, you're still on the field
exactly
for a long time.
Yeah. The main thing out of the defense this year, in my opinion, or I should say this offseason, is getting the re-signings down. Get as much people as you can back, and then I want to take either a corner or a linebacker with one of the top 3 picks. But obviously, I would hope for a playmaker also with the first pick. But I'm taking definitely a defensive player with one of the top 3 as well.
Definitely.
And with that being said, I think it's a pretty good segue for us to move on to the mock draft portion of this podcast. Let me actually pull it up here. PFN mock draft simulator. I have it zoomed in like
I haven't done this
all the
before.
way. It's all good.
Just a disclaimer.
It's all good. Diggy has been with me for like I think 3 of them or 4.
Yeah, 3.
Oh, wow, I think going against some experience.
2 or 3 on your channel. 2 on mine.
Yeah, it's all good because guess what? They have the team needs listed if you don't know it or you just forget it. So let me share this right here. Chrome tab, mock draft simulator. You guys can see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
Bet. So the way we're gonna go.
That's just like the classic like Zoom. I feel like I do that every day in Zoom when someone shares their screen. Can you guys see it? I'm just like every time.
Can you hear me? Can you hear the sound? I'm playing the video. Can you guys hear the sound?
Is it coming through?
Is it?
Oh no,
yo,
not
is
yet.
It blurry? So I'll say this: we're gonna go in reverse order from bottom to top. So it's gonna be Lauren, then Diggy, then OGR, then me, and that's how we're gonna continue. So Lauren, you got probably the most difficult drift in the draft, man.
For the first one, obviously, go with Trevor.
I bet no explanation needed there, Diggy.
This pick is kind of interesting because I don't know if they're going to make the trade for Deshaun Watson. I think since it's been this long, I don't think they will. I'm going to just say that I say that they'll take Justin Fields.
Justin Fields over Zach Wilson?
Yep.
I like it. I like that.
I'm not changing my mind.
I like it.
And thank you. Shout out to Evan Ingram, our favorite tight end, as Lawrence Face is covered, for the $2 super chat. He says we need a new QB, new O-line, new offensive coordinator, and new wide receivers. Because OGR, Evan Ingram definitely was the best part of our offense this past year. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Oh yeah, I love me some Evan Ingram, bro.
I mean, like Evan Ingram, you were not a problem at all, man. Keep doing you, man.
Tight end put the team on his back.
Exactly, bro. Evan Ingram was that picture of Joe Judge of him holding up the two guys.
There we go.
Yep.
But now OGR, I kind of joked about it with Lauren, but you literally have a kind of a difficult pick here, depending where you go.
All right, so I can go multiple places. If you want to protect and you believe in Tua Tagovailoa, I think you go Penei Sewell.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like Penei Sewell, I could easily see drafting Zach Wilson. But if you kind of just want to rock the boat a little bit and you think you need more weapons for Tua Tagovailoa, which I'm going to go with in this case, I'm taking
I was about to say,
Chase.
don't forget you could trade as well. Trade down.
Yes, but I'm going to go. I'm going to keep it normal. So go
Jamar Chase, wide receiver LSU, my personal number one. Why is he your number one?
I don't know. For me, he just is my number one. I think he's the full package. Not to say that Jalen Waddle or Devontae Smith can't, but he's got the size. I think he's got the speed. He's definitely got the hands. I think he's a full package for me.
And now I got the Falcons, which in my opinion is kind of another difficult one. A really popular pick here has been whichever quarterback falls to them because they, a lot of people think they could do that and then sit that guy behind Matt Ryan. Another popular one has been a receiver. I'm going to really quickly click their team needs and see what they do have here. They got edge, running back, tackle, corner, quarterback. If there is a corner,
it's easy for you actually. To be honest with you.
What happened?
I think it's incredibly easy for you.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I feel like this could be kind of a hard one. I really don't want to go Zach Wilson. I don't. I want to go somewhere else. But I think it might be a bit too hard to take somebody like Caleb Farley. High, I should say. So I'm gonna go Zach Wilson because I've seen that a lot, or whatever quarterback does fall there.
Wow, I would have gone Penei Sewell there.
Same.
I think
That's what I thought you were gonna
try
do.
and make it work with Matt Ryan for one more year.
That's why I was clicking team needs. I was like, yeah, it was offensive tackle a need, but I was like, oh, it's not there. I'm surprised. Okay, but guess what? Sewell does fall to the Bengals, which could be a nice fit because they got Bobby Hart out there. But we'll see what Lauren does.
Oh, it's me?
Yes.
Oh, I thought we were going reverse snake draft, but no. All right, so we got the Bengals. Yeah, you gotta go Penei Sewell there. Yeah.
Got to protect old dude that got injured.
Protect my guy.
If they passed on him, that'd be pretty bad.
It was crazy because when the Bengals-Giants game was coming up, I was like, I'm an LSU fan and I love Joe Burrow, and he's going against the Giants. Who do I root for? And then he gets injured. So
Joe Burrow
I don't have to worry about that for 3 years.
Joe Burrow is one of my favorite non-Giants.
Yeah, definitely. So
You got our favorite team, bro.
Eagles here, they take Greg Rousseau.
Oh, nice.
I'm just playing.
Let's go.
I'm just playing. Okay. The Eagles, they have every need that you can really think of, and they're negative in cap space, so they'll have some more needs. You could go quarterback if they trade Wentz and they don't really believe in Hurts, but I don't think that they'll take a quarterback. I see receiver a lot here, but I also think they could use a corner. But I think the best player on the board right now is I think it's Jalen Waddle.
I agree. I do have Waddle as my number 2 as well.
You think over Smith?
Yeah, I've said it so much now. I feel like a broken record, but like people sometimes forget that he is the true number 1 at Bama. Like the reason Smith's shown so much during that season, and that's not taking away from Smith. It's more just giving Waddle props, is because Waddle was missing.
Do you think Waddle will go before him?
I do.
You do?
I think people are scared of his frame, of Devontae Smith's frame.
Yeah.
But all 3 of these top 3 receivers are from Planet Namek, so
yeah,
it doesn't.
They're amazing. OGR, you got Detroit at 7 with their new quarterback, Jared Goff, man. I never thought I'd say that.
So we don't know if Kenny Galladay is going to come back. We don't know
Oh,
if they're going to
no.
resign
I hate
him.
where this is going.
And I want to mix it up for the Giants, so I'm taking Devontae Smith.
Here we go.
Mix it up for the Giants. That's what every mock draft does, though. Give us no wide receiver option at 11. And now I got the Panthers. And the Panthers, who really could use a QB, but I'm not going to reach at anybody right here. So I'm actually going to take a look at their needs. If the Parsons news didn't come out, I think Micah Parsons would have been a really nice pick here. But I think he's going to drop quite a bit. In fact, how much do you guys think he's going to drop? Like, how far do you think he could go while I
just think some teams are going to take him completely off of their board until maybe like 5th round, something like that. And then some teams are just going to say it doesn't bother us. Maybe a team like the Giants, because we have his old coach there.
Are you talking
just
about
say it
the
doesn't
article?
bother us. Yeah, the article, everything he was doing. I mean, I think maybe a team like the Giants he could go to if we, have the inside information and say, all of this stuff is BS. But some teams are going to just completely take him off their board.
We do have Spence, right?
Yep. Coach Chaos. But who knows? I don't know. We haven't seen anything like this. Like drugs are one thing, but this is a whole different level.
Bad. I mean, that was like disturbing to read.
And OGR, you as a Penn State fan, what are your thoughts on it?
I didn't even hear the news today, so to be totally honest.
Oh no,
this is old news.
It's old news.
Oh, okay, so it's the same thing I'm thinking of. I thought
the locker room stuff, the knife, and all that.
Yeah, man, it's not good, man. I mean, I wanted him to go to the Giants, but not anymore. I mean, especially with what happened earlier this offseason, we can't take a chance on anybody like that.
Yeah. I mean, Diggy brought up a good point that I completely forgot about. We do have the former head coach of Penn State who was
not
there.
Not the head coach. Not the head
defensive coordinator. Okay, then. DC. That means he worked even closer with Parker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He worked really close with them, so he'd know above anybody else.
Shout out to Mike Nixon for the $2 super chat. Thank you, Mike. Oh, my God. I'm a Knicks fan, so this hurts me. Mitch Robinson fractured his hand. Bro, how long is he going to be out for? That's like, what, a couple weeks?
That's what I'm thinking. A couple weeks.
It's not too bad. But Mitch, man, I mean, the Iron Giant, at least that's my nickname for him. Love that guy. I got an autograph of him. I met him one time in Manhattan when I was down there. Dude gave me an autograph. Super cool dude.
Yeah, isn't he funny? He's a funny guy.
He's hilarious. The thing is, I was surprised when I met him in real life. I was like, you're shorter than I expected. Like,
that's how all of them are.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, I thought you were going to be like 7 feet, like way above me. But I'm like, you're not that much taller than me, bro. I was so surprised. Anyway, we got the Panthers here, and when I looked at their needs, I did see corner was one, so I'm going Caleb Farley out of Virginia Tech. They need to replace James Bradbury because he went to another team. So yeah, now you got Broncos at 9 there, Lauren.
All right, so the Broncos. Can I see their needs, please?
Broncos, yeah. Corner, running back, linebacker, edge, safety.
Wait, where are they? Oh, there we go. Corner, running back, linebacker, edge, safety. Okay. Well, all right. I think these are listed in order of need. So can you close that for me, please?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I think I'm going to. Oh, I just realized Caleb Farley went.
Certain is still there.
That's what I was gonna do. I think I'm gonna do that.
Oh, you took my pick.
All right.
You want him for the Cowboys?
Yeah. That's where I would go.
No, I got a perfect pick for the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, with Surtain and Farley off the board, I'm going Rashawn Slater.
Ooh. So the Cowboys are kind of going back to their old ways of just taking good tackles or good offensive linemen, I should say.
They need help.
Yeah. So who would have been your pick then, OJ? You say you had the perfect one for them.
Micah Parsons.
That'd be perfect.
But guess what? OGR, who unfortunately took Devontae Smith at 7, now has the Giants at 11. Let's see what he does.
So, there's an argument to made for Gregory Rousseau, Kwity Paye, Kyle Pitts. I know everybody in the chat probably wants me to take Kyle Pitts.
Please just trade down.
I should trade down.
That's what I'm thinking. I was like, if the Giants are in this situation, they should trade down.
And everybody's going to hate me for not doing this.
Oh, my God. He's not going to trade down?
I'm not going to trade down.
Trey
it's
Lance.
one of the guys that I'm high on, even higher than Jalen Waddle.
There we go.
Jalen Waddle there. Rashad Bateman.
Yeah.
There we go. That would have been my pick. That would have been my pick.
I don't mind it at all.
I thought you'd be able to trade down for him a little bit, to be honest. That's who I was actually thinking. But is he going to go higher?
Well, that's the thing I'm also looking at. I'm like, say, example, you trade with somebody like the Pats. I'm just throwing out a team there, right?
Like, I love that
Bateman,
pick. That's who I was
Bateman
literally
would
thinking
last
of
until
when
then,
you
yeah.
said trade. I love that pick. I'd be definitely happy with that.
Mhm.
Yeah, but when you trade down, I mean, you kind of also risk another team trading up maybe 1 or 2 spots. To
Yeah.
take someone. You just never know. So I just think you should just take who you think you should take.
Yeah, especially if it's only a few. Like if you're getting not a
Like
great
everybody
pick in
says,
return, yeah.
Like everybody say, oh, we could have gotten Daniel Jones in the 7th round.
It's
He's
in
gonna
the
fall
seventh
over to
round.
the 7th round.
But yeah, no, I got no problem with it.
I love it. I love it.
I would have definitely considered trading, but people I think are sleeping on Bateman a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll tell you this in a normal mock, he's probably not making it past like pick 20. He's going in the top 20 in my opinion.
Absolutely.
If there was a combine, he'd be solidified as a top 15 pick.
Mm-hmm. And now we got.
I just wanted to get the chat going too. That's why I did Rashad Bateman. I love it.
Well, the thing is,
it worked perfectly.
The thing is, it seems like the chat kind of agrees with you a little bit.
Some of them do, some of them don't.
And you want to explain your Slater pick to the Cowboys, Diggy? Because now we got a couple confused ones.
Who's confused? I mean, they need offensive line. They need offensive line help, and you have a starting caliber offensive tackle on the board. I think you should take him.
And that makes sense because unless you want to really go J.C. Horn, which I don't think the Cowboys would do, you don't need to reach. I mean, maybe the Cowboys go Kyle Pitts at there. Maybe.
Yeah, but that's a little. Yeah, that doesn't really solve their issue.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then with 12 with the 49ers, I think personally this is a no-brainer. Trey Lance, North Dakota State. They do need a QB. Of course, if they fulfill that need in free agency somehow, they'd be picking elsewhere. But I think Trey Lance to the Niners would be a pick right here.
I agree.
Lauren, it's you with the Chargers.
Let me see. I'll just look at the needs really quick again.
O-line.
I say
Cornerback. I can go corner. All right, I'll go back to the board.
I mean, I don't blame you if you go J.C. Horn. It's a little high.
That's what I was just thinking. I don't know.
I
feel like they could use a corner. I mean, that defense kind of, they had a lot of injuries, the Chargers defense, but they weren't great last year and kind of choked at the end of a lot of games. But I feel like that might be a reach though.
You could always go with a tackle or a guard, which is also their needs.
Yeah, they need a lot of help up there.
The Chargers stay needing offensive line help no matter what.
Should I just go with a lineman?
I wouldn't mind going Darisaw here.
All right, that's what I'll go with.
Christian Darisaw to the Chargers. What do you guys think about that pick?
I think that's a solid pick. I think
and he's mocked there a lot.
So I'm guessing that means Rashawn Slater is definitely moving up boards a lot then. And then now we got Vikings 14, Diggy.
I'm going to take Kwity Paye for the Vikings.
I was going to say the same thing. Either that or Gregory Rousseau.
I mean, it does make a lot of sense. They've been in what's his name got out of there. They traded him, Yannick, and they're definitely looking for something else.
Yeah. They need help there. They need help everywhere on defense.
You could highlight Joseph Clark's message real quick.
Joseph Clark. If our hope stinks in 2021 with Bateman, I'm blaming OGR. OGR, you better keep your DMs open then.
Bateman is a monster. We'll be okay.
Now we got 15 here, OGR.
This one's really easy for me. I mean, there's just too much value. They desperately need weapons. It's Pitts to New England.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I've seen Pitts fall a lot to New England, not just in mocks elsewhere, but in mocks that we've done on the channel. Pitts almost like a good amount of times ends up with New England. Oh, it's me at 16 with the Cardinals. All right.
Go Micah Parsons.
You only
Micah Parsons and Isaiah Simmons beside each other.
You only got him dropping 6 picks, OGR. I'm thinking corner here because corner is a need for them, right? Let me just double check. Yes, it is, and I don't mind this pick at all right here, J.C. Horn to the Cardinals. I don't mind it. Yeah,
if you didn't make that pick, you get like 20 Cardinals fans comments saying, "Why didn't you take J.C. Horn?" I get that every time. Thank you.
And then Lauren, you got the Raiders, the Gruden Grinders.
All right, I think I gotta go defense here.
I honestly, with his athleticism, That screams Raiders, to be totally honest.
I don't think Parsons is. Do you actually think Parsons?
No, it's either Parsons or
we were talking about Wusu.
Yeah, Wusu, the second linebacker.
No, I was seeing in the chat someone said Parsons to Raiders, and I was like, I don't think he's actually going to go in the first round. But
yeah,
I mean, I don't think the Raiders' defensive line is great.
Oh, you want to go D line?
No, just their whole line in general. I mean, edge and all.
They have that guy. What's his name? Is it Max Crosby? I think.
Yeah.
He's not too bad as an edge.
Should I go with Rousseau here?
I'll tell you what, that would be.
That's a Raiders pick.
That's
a Raiders pick.
That reminds me of the Farrell pick a couple years ago.
Cleveland Farrell. What was that at number 3 or number 4?
4.
That was 4. What do you guys think?
I mean, Rousseau would be a Raiders pick just for the giggles, but I think the three of us would probably agree Owusu would be the pick here.
That's what I would do.
All right, I'll do that.
Owusu to the Raiders. That's my perfect match as well because in my first round mock, that's what I had. Shout out to let me just get this real quick. To Justin Huebner for the $2 super chat. Surtain has low key been slipping in some mocks. Well, why do you think that is? Is it because of him or is it because of the guy Farley been rising up?
It's because of Farley.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of Farley.
And personally, OGR, who do you have as the better corner?
I like Surtain better over Farley.
Bet. And you were gonna say there, Diggy?
I was just saying, it's because of Farley. I think Farley just has the more physical tools. They're both, I think, 6'2", so they're both big corners. But Farley, I think, is a little bit more. He's gonna run like a 4.3 if he runs at all. But he's got more injury issues. But I think he has a higher ceiling.
And you are here with the Dolphins. What did the Dolphins take earlier?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. What did they?
They took Jamar Chase.
Oh, they took Jamar Chase. I think at this point they can take what do we have here? I think they can take Elijah Vera Tucker.
AVT. Is he there? There he is.
Yep.
Vera Tucker, you think he's gonna slide in at guard or stay at tackle?
This kind of makes people mad when I say it, but I just think I think he can play either one. I think you just let them battle, and whatever spot he loses out on, he moves to the other spot. So he can play either one. I think he really can.
And you got the favorite team the Giants love to beat up on, Washington, OGR.
Yo, honestly, I can go a lot of places here.
Yeah, you could.
Like, do I go wide receiver?
Do you?
Do I?
Do you go quarterback? Mac Jones is still on the
board. No. I was gonna say Mac Jones is there. That's a solid pick for Mac Jones.
That would scare me.
Solid.
That would scare me.
And low key,
yeah.
Najee Harris. I know Gibson is there.
With Gibson?
I understand Gibson is there.
No, I don't like Gibson more than I would like Harris,
but
Gibson is a good one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is a good one. Like,
I think Gibson is kind of overrated.
But Najee, you're going to be able to pound the rock.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're going to keep somebody like Alex Smith or any of these guys, Taylor Heinicke, that's who you're going to go with.
Didn't they extend Taylor Heinicke or something?
2 years. 2 years, but like $4 million a year or something. So it's nothing.
Edward Chan said, nah, Gibson's a stud. But no, here, I think they need their quarterback of the future, and I'm definitely going to go Mac Jones.
Mac Jones? I don't know why, but I love Mac Jones, and it doesn't have anything to do with his actual talent as a prospect. It has everything to do with the fact that he's like an average quarterback that probably suits like a playoff team or something. I
think he's better I think he's really underrated. The funny thing is the funny thing that KB keeps doing, the Mike Jones thing, his name is really Mike Jones. Like that's literally his name, Michael Jones.
Why is it Mac then?
That's his nickname.
And they listed as Mac like officially. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got the Bears, and the Bears right now, the Bears need. I know edge is one of them, and I obviously I see Greg Rousseau staring me in the face, but I've had him go there a couple of times because I think maybe he could start learn something from Khalil Mack. But then with the Bears, maybe they'll put him in on the inside. Wide receiver is a need because they will be losing Allen Robinson. Quarterback is a need, but I don't think they're going to be reaching on anybody here. So I'm actually gonna go with a wide receiver to the Bears because I do think Allen Robinson is basically all but gone. Kadarius Toney to Chicago.
That's a solid pick.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Lauren up with the Colts. Oh, you're muted.
All right, sorry. I was saying the Colts are like a pretty complete team except for quarterback, but I don't know. I feel like in this situation, I could go offensive tackle. What do you think?
Yeah, their offensive tackle retired, right? Was it the Colts offensive tackle that retired or someone else's?
I think it was the Colts. Costanzo.
Yeah, Costanzo. He did retire.
All right, so I'll go offensive tackle here. I'll go with Cosme.
Cosme?
Yeah, Sam Cosme.
Okay. But I probably might have
reach?
gone. I wouldn't call it too much of a reach. I might have gone maybe Mayfield or Leatherwood before him. But what do you think, Diggy?
I would go Leatherwood before him, but I mean, I think Cosme can be a starter, so it just depends on what they like better.
And OGR, the Cosme pick.
Cosme pick, it is what it is. I mean, on this particular mock, they have him rated higher than both of the guys you mentioned. So,
shout out for Evan Ingram for the $2 super chat. Thank you, man. He says the Giants need to sign OGR as the offensive coordinator, Diggy as cornerback, and me as offensive tackle. I think I'm kind of small for offensive tackle. Maybe put me in at center or guard or something, though, and maybe I'll give it a go. We all know Diggy can play corner because he's basically a clone of Logan Ryan. I don't know. OGR, what would your offense look like?
Run heavy, bro.
Run heavy.
Play action, baby.
Thank you for the super chat, by the way, Evan Ingram, who's been supporting us quite a lot now. And Diggy, you up, man. And I already see somebody there that I'm like, if you don't make it, I'm going to be confused.
This is a slam dunk for you.
If I don't make it. Maybe I'm seeing it differently, but I would go Ojulari right here if he's still on board.
That's my pick that I was talking about. I love Aziz Ojulari to the Titans. Shout out to Max Webster for the chat. He said, my guy OGR's face is back on YouTube. Let's go. So, you know what? He worded it correctly. Your face is back on YouTube right now.
Correct.
There you go.
But you up now with the Jets, a little brother.
All right. So there's two picks I have in my head. One, because I've seen this person mocked here because this person wouldn't fall normally this fall. I don't think he would fall this far. I sometimes see Jets getting mocked Jalen Phillips here. But because Gregory Rousseau's on the board, he makes kind of the most sense to me. The other guy I could see is Najee Harris.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Najee Harris
they
is
do.
the one I've seen a lot.
But right now, because Gregory Rousseau's fallen this far, it's too much value. So I'm going to go Gregory Rousseau to the Jets.
So the Jets get their Leonard Williams replacement? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, basically.
Did we all think would be at a point where we like talk about Leo in that way, the Leonard Williams replacement? That like means that he's really good. That's amazing. But I'm over here with the Steelers, and before the guy even retired earlier today, I've been saying that center is a great need for them, and even though centers aren't rated high on this board, I think there's always one team in the first round that like takes a center, and it's not a reach, it's just that because it's a need. And Pouncey had a terrible year, and then he retired officially today. So I'm gonna go with a center. Where is it? And I'm gonna go actually with Lander Dickerson out of Alabama, the center.
Yeah, he's a good center.
Now, Lauren, you're up with the Jags. Who got their QB earlier?
For a second, I was gonna be like, "Oh, it'd be cool to reunite Lawrence and ETN," but then I remembered the Jaguars actually do have a good running back, so that would not make sense. So I'm thinking, what if I go offensive tackle again, and this time actually go Leatherwood?
Nice, Alex Leatherwood. That's a pretty good pick right there.
We got the Browns here. I usually give the Browns Rousseau, or I've gone edge rusher pretty much every time.
So this
I think you go interior.
Yo, I'll say this kind of crazy. What about Parsons? Who's
I was actually just going to say that. I think that I'm going to go with Micah Parsons. I think that this value here is just they're just going to take a chance and let OBJ and Jarvis Landry mentor Micah Parsons and end up being a model citizen.
By the way, shout out to Logan's Giant Jones. Thank you so much, man, for the $20 super chat. Didn't say anything, but thank you so much, Logan, who's called into basically every single call-in show. And every time the guy calls in, he has a printed out on paper mock draft ready to talk about. He's prepared. He's one of the young goats out there. Thank you, Logan. I appreciate it a lot, man. Logan got a paycheck. Facts. Yeah, he's a kid. So I hope you got permission from your parents, bro, before you did that. I don't want to get you in trouble. OGR, you're up, man.
Ravens, I'm actually going to need to see team needs on this one because
wide receiver, man. That's the first thing that comes to mind for me.
Yeah, but a lot of them have been taken off the board.
So you got edge, D tackle, wide receiver, center. There's still a good amount of wide receivers on here.
But do I really? I mean, it is a deep class.
By the way, shout out to KB in the chat. What up, KB?
What's going on, KB?
So,
Jaden, I shouted you out way earlier, man.
All right, edge DT. You know, I'm going to take DT because Christian Barmore is on the board. I'm going to go DT.
I love Christian, man. Love him so much. How do you feel about Barmore, OGR?
I don't know enough about him, to be totally honest with you.
Bro, he is literally like a game record. He has the body of Tomlinson, but like he could actually get to the quarterback like pretty consistently. And that is me now with the Saints. And with the Saints, I am looking. What are their needs actually? Because I usually go edge here because I think that I just have a feeling they're going to lose an edge not in free agency, but they're going to cut an edge because of just how negative cap space is. But because it is listed as a need here, and for sake of not going an edge, I'll go Nick Bolton, linebacker out of Missouri.
Yeah.
Lauren, you're up with the Packers.
All right, let me see who is on the board. I feel like I could go corner here. Corner, maybe O-line again. Can I see their needs, actually? I think I could go corner O-line.
Don't forget wide receiver now.
Oh, yeah, wide receiver, too. All right, let me see the board again. Sorry. Who's there? I mean, who's left at wide receiver?
Good amount. You got Marshall, Moore. And Moore, in my opinion, is kind of ranked pretty low on this board. He's definitely better than 54.
Would this be a reach for Marshall, though?
No.
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. And you got to remember, he's also going to be the number 2 next to Adams.
I'll go with it. I'll go with Marshall.
Packers finally get another weapon for this man, Aaron Rodgers. You up with the Bills, man?
The Bills, every single time I give them one of 2 players, and I think that the Bills can afford to kind of do whatever they want, take the best player that they feel like is on the board. Wow, they could take a running back. Now that I think about it, they could.
Wait a minute. I just realized Harris hasn't been picked yet?
That's what I'm saying. I'm going to take Najee Harris right here.
I just realized this man dropped all the way to 30?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What in the world?
How many times did I want to pick Najee Harris?
Yeah, you wanted to pick him with the Jets. You wanted to pick him. Who did you pick with after the Jets? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know, man. Listen, bro. There's no way he's dropped. I don't know. I feel like that's just a pick you don't need to explain.
Yeah.
I won't explain.
By the way, shout out to Justin Huebner for the $2 super chat. He says, thoughts on taking Wyatt Davis if he falls to 43. Interior lineman, right? Guard, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is a guard at 43. Can he play center? Is that why? I mean, I'm not that knowledgeable on Wyatt Davis. What about you guys? I know that he's good at his position.
Yeah, Wyatt Davis is the best guard in the draft, maybe behind Vera Tucker. But I think he's a top half of the first round draft kind of talent. But, where do we put him? Do we cut Zeitler?
That's what I'm saying, right?
I mean, if he's there and we cut Zeitler, I mean, maybe. But if Zeitler's back and Hernandez and Lemieux are back, it's kind of hard to see where we put him. I mean, and we're not going to – I don't see us benching Nick Gates either. So it's kind of hard where we put him, where we fit him.
Yeah. Any thoughts on Davis there, OGR?
Not much. I agree with him.
And you are up with the Chiefs, by the way.
All right. I feel like trolling right here. And speed kills. Let's draft me some Rondell Moore.
Let's get it, man. Rondell Moore out of Purdue. And I'll tell you this, I do think he's kind of underrated. I'll say that.
Oh, yeah,
No,
he is. He's just injury prone a little.
No, I mean, I just wanted to troll right there. I mean, speed kills, and I mean, they're just jacked with speed.
They're gonna cut McCole Hardman because Hardman didn't show up in the Super Bowl. He dropped a couple passes. And then I guess I have the final pick with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know where to go here. So I'm gonna take
Zaven Collins. There you go.
Zaven Collins.
Oh wow, he's still on the board.
Yeah, the linebackers don't really go.
Why did they stick him that far down the board?
This draft board is weird, but you just got to know where it is. I mean, he's not too far down. I'd say, he
they really don't need Zaven Collins at all. But why not go with him?
Wait, yeah, they don't, bro.
Wait.
Devontae David, Devin White.
Wait. They don't need a linebacker.
They don't need
I just realized they got David and White.
No, they don't. I
was like, what do the Buccaneers?
I just got excited about the value, but they don't need a
maybe a corner.
Maybe.
I don't think so.
No.
What in the world? What do they even have listed as their team needs, bro? Where's the Bucs at?
I would go offensive tackle.
You can go DT here.
You can do that too.
What's the available defensive tackles right now? Maybe Sue retires.
No, I don't see him taking a D tackle right here.
Yeah, I don't see the value. Then other than D tackle, they got running back as a need, which I don't really think
that's ridiculous.
Yeah. I might just go offensive tackle because you can never have enough.
Yeah, they need to replace the one that they have.
Yeah, in that case, I'll go Jalen Mayfield, and I think that's pretty good value. And these were the full results for this mock draft. I think this was a pretty realistic mock.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This was pretty realistic. This is something I could definitely see happening. We're going to run it back right now, and I'll tell you guys this. Let's try and make some trades for the sake of it being exciting. All right. We'll try and make some trades. We're going to go in the order that we're listed right here. So I'll go first, then OGR, then Diggy, then Lauren, which means I got the easiest pick in the draft with Trevor Lawrence, 2 Jags, and OGR, you're up with the Jets.
I'm trading out of this, but now I'm joking. Actually, you know what? No, I can't really trade out of this pick. There's no reason to. I'm gonna go with Zach Wilson. Fuck it.
Okay, there you go. You did go a different quarterback than Diggy did, and Diggy, you got the Dolphins.
So this pick I will trade to the Panthers.
To the Panthers, okay.
I was gonna trade my pick to the Panthers.
Look for pros trade. Where's Panthers next? What is it? Dolphins.
Yep.
Dolphins, Panthers.
Swap. God damn.
There you go. It's the only way to make sure that it goes through. And I'm going to zoom back in. The trade was successful. The Panthers trade up to pick 3.
So the Panthers will take Justin Fields here.
All right. There you go.
We got 3 QBs with the first 3 picks. And let me get this real quick. Justin Humer, thank you for $2 super chat. He says, I should do a 7-round New York Giants mock. Here's the funny thing. I did. It's on the channel. It's probably my best video editing wise. And I put
definitely you need to check it out, man.
Go over there and check it out. I will say, since it's been up for a while, it's probably a bit dated with the later round picks, but I already have one of those up on the channel. It's like a 20-minute vid. But thank you for the super chat, Justin. And Lauren, yeah, you're up with 4.
I'll go with Sewell again. Penny Sewell.
All right, I don't mind it, and I definitely don't mind Actually, I'm gonna do something to my shake up the draft a little bit. I'm actually gonna go Rashawn Slater at 5.
Whoa!
Some people might look at this as a little bit of a reach,
this is something that could really happen.
I think it could legitimately happen
because Rashawn Slater is a really good pass blocking tackle. He's really fundamentally sound. He's got really good feet. So they need a tackle badly or a corner badly. And I could definitely see them making that pick. But Hubener in the chat, Justin Hubener said he meant today. And I mean, we would just not all teams. It would be like 6 picks because we have 6 picks in this draft. I mean, I'm open to doing that after this if you guys want to.
for sure. I guess we'll just delegate on each Giants pick. I don't mind it.
Hmm.
Yeah, it would literally be 6 picks for us because that's all we got.
Yeah.
But now it wait, did I just pick? Right? Yeah, so it's over to you, OGR.
No, I just picked. Oh wait, no, you just picked. I just like the pick. That's why I thought I made it.
You know what? I mean, they need wide receiver, and that's all Eagles fans love to do is mock wide receiver. I'm going Jamar Chase.
I do not want to see Jamar Chase on the Eagles.
If this man ends up in an Eagles uniform, bro, I'm gonna feel some type of way.
I can't root against him, but I'd have to.
You got the Lions.
Lions. Okay, they got Goff. They're not going quarterback at least this year. Yeah, give Goff a chance. I'm going to take Jalen Waddle here.
And by the way, shout out to Sabrina. Thank you, Sabrina, for dropping the mock draft video link in there. Mods have been great tonight, guys, as usual. And now we got the Dolphins over there, Lauren. This was a trade down.
Here.
Devontae Smith. Wow, that's crazy. We got just 3 QBs in a row, 2 tackles in a row, and then 3 wide receivers in a row.
What is defense?
I have no idea. But also just no mix and matches. And then I'm over here with the Broncos, and I think this is a no-brainer. They'll go with who they view as the best corner in the class. For me, it is Farley, and I'm going to go with Farley right there at 9.
No, you broke the streak of no defense. Full first-round pick, no defensive picks, no defensive players selected.
I'm not letting this guy drop to 11 because I want to make people sweat. So Kyle Pitts to the Cowboys.
Oh man, Pitts to the Cowboys. Okay. Diggy, you got 11, man.
Let's go.
A trade? Oh no.
I'm taking Pat Surtain here.
Really?
Yeah.
First time we've seen a actually defense mocked in the first round to the Giants here.
I like it.
Lauren with the Niners.
Do I go Trey Lance or do I trade down? Because the 49ers want to.
They are a trade down candidate, but even if you did or didn't, it wouldn't be.
Do the 49ers want to see Jimmy G for one more year?
I don't think they want to see any more of them. They've seen enough.
Should I just go Trey Lance? It makes sense. I mean, he could sit a year behind Jimmy
I would go
G.
either Trey Lance or I would trade back a couple of picks to see if you could get Mac Jones later.
Should I trade with?
It just depends who would come up for him. Maybe Washington.
The Bears.
Ooh, that might be way too far. The Bears pick at what, 20?
Yeah, that's way too
I was thinking maybe Washington or maybe Washington. That's pretty
or the Pats.
I don't see the Pats trading up.
low key, Minnesota.
Minnesota? That's just
I can
literally
see
one spot. Well, 2 technically.
I mean, I can see them drafting a quarterback.
I could definitely see Minnesota drafting a quarterback.
Hey, Lauren, listen, man. Pick your trade candidate and let's get it going.
All right, I'll do Washington for fun.
So Washington. Oh, I got to zoom out.
Because I think they're going to take a QB.
Trades with San Fran. Washington swaps all of these for that. Accepted. Wow, who would have thought?
I'll go Trey Lance, obviously.
So Washington trades up right behind the Giants, and they get Trey. Yeah, how do you feel if Washington gets Trey Lance at 12, bro?
I don't feel it because I'm not high on Trey Lance at all.
Exactly.
I feel like he has a very high ceiling.
And that's it.
But then it's the potential of that high ceiling working out with Washington.
No.
He's shooting it down, huh?
The only rookie quarterback I could see succeeding there, besides obviously Trevor Lawrence, is Mac Jones, because he can completely just come in and not make mistakes, and that's all they really need. But Trey Lance,
I'll tell you that Jones is the best at just making the right decision. And now I got the Chargers at 13. I'm going Darisaw. I think this was the same pick last time as well. They need tackle help. What can I say?
All right, I have the Vikings.
Yeah.
Damn, I was hoping I was gonna get the Patriots. I'm gonna go Quiddy Pay.
Okay. That's 2 picks that transfer over from the last one. I'm feeling just fine fishing. That's why no mask anymore. I'm free of it. Diggy.
Yay.
Thank you.
I don't know why they have him so far down that I can't see him, but I'm taking Rashad Bateman.
To the Pats.
Yep.
Okay.
They need weapons bad. I don't blame him for taking that pick.
I mean, Pats are down bad with weapons, I guess. Cardinals out here, Lauren.
Can I see their needs, please?
So, corner, tackle, corner, tight end, edge, guard.
They need like 2 corners.
I was gonna go with Horn, maybe, or should I go offensive line? Because the offensive line was bad before last year too. I mean, it looks like a little better last year.
Farley's
But
still on the board?
Who?
Caleb Farley's still on the board, right?
What?
no.
Both of the corners.
Oh,
Should I go with Horn?
It's up to you. I mean, honestly, corner or tackle makes sense here.
I'll go with Horn.
JC Horn to the Cardinals, and then we got 17, me, and now we got. I think basically it's gonna be 2 picks, 3 picks, 4 picks that carry over because I'm going to Wusu again to the Vegas Raiders here. I think that's just a good match right there. OGR, you got the ball. They took Smith earlier.
They took Smith earlier. I'm gonna go Najee Harris.
Oh, 2 weapons. Okay.
Reunite Tua Tagovailoa with Najee Harris makes sense.
And I think this is a no-brainer pick here with the 49ers. Dude.
yeah, Mac Jones.
Yep.
That's just the perfect trade back scenario where you still get Mac Jones.
Mm-hmm. Bears, Lauren.
I could go wide receiver here, I think. Should I go with Kadarius?
You got a slew of any one of these guys.
Why is Marshall rated so low on here? Is that
just
low?
the draft board.
Who makes this?
Yeah, it's just the draft board, to be honest.
I think the top 3 receivers, right? Yeah, I wouldn't say more, but definitely the top 2 are worth taking there.
So I'll just go with Kadarius then.
Bet Kadarius to the Bears, and I think that was it last time as well. By the way, shout out to Nate. He's gonna dip now. Thank you for tuning in, Nate. We'll definitely keep it going. He says I got a 4-day weekend, so he's gonna be on YouTube for once. if you want to collab, I'll definitely hit you up, Nate.
Yeah.
Now I got the Colts.
Oh
and
wait, I forgot I don't have class.
Yeah, there's no class on Monday. I didn't realize that at all. But I got the Colts, and I was hoping Kadarius would drop to the Colts because that's who I wanted there. What are their other needs? Tackle, edge. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna kind of snipe this guy from the Titans, who we love to mock. I'm gonna go Aziz to the Colts. I think that would be a nice match as well.
Well, then that makes my life easy. Gregory Rousseau.
Yeah, I could definitely see Rousseau to the Titans or the Browns.
Mm-hmm. And now you got the Jets.
Micah Parsons.
Who did the Jets take at first with their first pick?
Zach Wilson.
Zach Wilson. So yeah, he needs a receiver badly. Terrace Marshall.
If you said Rondell Moore, that's totally a Jets move too.
Who did take Denzel Mims over? I feel like they took Denzel Mims over somebody. And what up, Matt 88? Did they take Denzel Mims over somebody, or was he just there?
He was there in like the second or
I think it was the second round.
I like Denzel Mims a lot, but I mean I think he was injured a couple of times. I don't know.
Yeah, he was injured for like the start of the season, for like a good chunk of the start of the season.
But yeah, Lauren, you got the Steelers now.
Ooh, should I go Vera Tucker?
Definitely a move. Definitely a move.
They definitely can use some offensive line help pretty much everywhere.
I literally have done no draft prep still, so I'm like looking at this and I'm like, I know like the top 15 guys. Like, yeah, it seems like this is a need.
So Vera Tucker?
Oh yeah, sorry, Vera Tucker.
I bet. Vera Tucker, it is. Greg Brown, who's actually Nick DeWick. This is his 5th burner account that he's made on this channel because I've blocked all the others. Thank you for the money, bro. And OGR appreciates the greeting as well. Jacksonville Jaguars with 25 here. Let's see. What are the needs? QB, who they got? They got Trevor. I didn't realize tight end was need. Edge, linebacker. Is linebacker really a need for them? Because we don't really go linebacker that much, and I would not mind if Parsons goes there. So That being said, I actually think I'm gonna go Michael Parsons, 25 to the Jags.
I got good old Cleveland. I hate Cleveland so much. Let me see their needs real quick.
Edge.
Oh, edge. Jalen Phillips. Let's go.
That's all he needs to see, bro. He's like edge. I bet. So you got the two Miami edges going like right within each other.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't even think he's the best edge available, really. But I just want. Oh man, I love having fun, and still hitting needs and just overdrafting. It's fun.
Okay. Ravens. Can we go back to who's there?
Ravens, you know where they're going. Come on now, Diggy. But you got this. You got this.
Ah man. I'm just gonna take Barrymore.
Yeah, that was easy take. Easy take.
Wow, you guys are really just not giving the Ravens any weapons, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I could go St. Brown there, but I think Barrymore is just a lot better of a player.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Rondale Moore is kind of redundant of what they have.
And then now, you Diggy, you're up. No, wait, Diggy just did.
Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh, can I see the Saints' needs?
Saints. Keep in mind, edge could become a need in my opinion if they like cut a couple of people because of the cap space.
You're like negative 80 million. So,
could I see the draft board, please?
The draft board. There you go.
Okay, should I go I don't know this guy's name. Cosme?
Cosme?
It's the guy last time I couldn't pronounce his name. Cosme?
Yeah,
okay.
Cosme.
Bet. I got the Packers at 29. And did he go already? Terrence Marshall already went. That's making
Terrence Marshall went at I think 20.
What else do they need? They definitely receiver, tackle, corner. Oh, linebackers need. Yeah, I'm going linebacker actually. They need to replace Blake Martinez, Nick Bolton.
Yeah,
to the Packers.
Let me see the needs for the Buffalo Bills.
It's all hogwash what they have listed here.
Yeah.
Well, edge is actually a need, I think.
Yeah, but is there really? Let me see what we have for edges left, but I don't think I'm going to go edge.
Jason Oweh is there. Joseph Osai is there.
No, you know what? I'm going to bring my man into the first round. I'm going to go tight end. Give me some Pat Fryer.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah.
And that's what I was going to say earlier. I usually have them taking Freiermuth or Jalen Phillips.
Bet. And you're up with the Chiefs, man.
Chiefs, they need a linebacker. So I'm going to go Zaven Collins.
Zaven Collins to the where is he at?
35.
And Lauren's closing off with the Bucks.
I'll go with Leatherwood.
Yeah, I guess you can never use too many tackles here. There's the second mock of the night.
Here we go.
And as requested, we'll do one more and then we'll end the stream off here. This time with the Giants. 7-round mock. Giants. I guess we'll do it. We'll just all discuss and see what the best pick looks like. And let's go. I mean, it's going to be
so to make this interesting. Do you want to do an NFC East 7-round mock or just a Giants 7-round mock?
Just the Giants.
Just Giants? Okay.
I just prefer just Giants.
I can't do an NFC 7-round.
All right.
But Diggy,
like you guys could do it. I'm not. I haven't gone over.
That's an idea you should run with for the next time we go over to yours and do a mock. But that's a good one. But let's go.
That is a good idea, though, Diggy.
With the Giants. So Trevor, Jamar at 2. Yo, should I just restart this mock because Jamar went at 2?
that could happen if they want to bolster, that spot.
All right, and so then we got two good offers.
Reject.
Back to 28? That's disrespectful.
We're not going to 28. They better give us more.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Yes, that is.
So this is the available board at 11 right here. Pitts, Parsons, Owusu, Surtain is there. Slater is there. What are you guys thinking?
So are we we're coming to a consensus? Or
yeah, we'll just discuss, just throw out who you think, and I guess we'll
Kyle Pitts, you can think about. Mm-hmm. I would think about Bateman here, and I would think about Surtain here.
Yeah, I'm thinking Surtain a lot. What about you, Lauren?
I'd go Bateman personally, but
So we got 2 Batemans.
So
OGR, what about you?
the last time we did a mock, we did Surtain, and the mock before that, we did
Bateman.
Do we do something different just to shake
so
it
we
up?
do Rousseau. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Well, this one we're just gonna go with who we think is the best. At least consensus wise.
So Pitts, if we want to do something different.
If we want to do something different, Pitts, I wouldn't mind it.
No, we're not doing something different. We're just doing what's better for the team.
Oh, for better for the team, Rashad Bateman. Then.
Yeah, I would go Bateman then.
All right, Bateman it is. We go to Rashad Bateman. Who this
team.
PFN has a mock pretty low. Surtain 12, Pitts 13. What? Parsons 14, Ojulari, Owusu, and this is moving pretty fast.
Yeah, if you go to that other site, Bateman usually goes in the top 10. They usually make 4 wide receivers go in the top 10.
Wow,
it's hilarious.
My boy's off the board. If he dropped, I was
wow, Christian Darrisaw dropped all the way into the 2nd round. Damn.
Dang. Mayfield there, Samuel. No, we're not trading with the Redskins, with the Washington team.
Wow, we only had 1 trade offer too.
Look how far Mac Jones fell.
We're here at 42. Yeah, Mac Jones is here. So we took a wide receiver with the first pick. What position you guys thinking with the second?
Wide receiver again. No,
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Can you zoom back? Terrace Marshall is on the
That's what made me think wide receiver, though. Honestly,
No, I would be kind of angry if we took Rashad Bateman and Terrace Marshall.
I want to see edges real quick.
Yeah, who's there for edge?
I think Eric Stokes would be a thing, even though he's ranked pretty low. Edge, you got Owe, Perkins, who's ranked way too high.
Yeah.
Basham, Smith.
Go back to corners.
The guy I'm looking at here would probably
be
be
Stokes. I would go Stokes. Stokes.
So that's 2 for Stokes. What about OGR and Lauren?
I'm fine with Stokes.
Yeah, me too.
Stokes it is. Another Georgia cornerback. Hopefully this one works out. At least it's in the second round.
Back-to-back Georgia cornerbacks if you look at that too.
Yeah. Creed Humphrey. Jason Owe goes right, almost after us. Basham not too far behind. Marshall goes 52 to the Bears.
That's great value.
Why is Ronnie Perkins dropping so far?
Liam Eichenberg lasts all the way to 56. St. Brown at 6. Wow. If the Bills got St. Brown, that wouldn't be fair.
Bro, Ronnie Perkins really went 60, bro. That's way too high for him.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
So we got right here offer. Hey, that's not too bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What's that? What's that? 80?
84.
84 and 127.
And who's on the board though? You can go to the next offer to see if we have anything else.
That
79.
I like. Actually, go back to the Colts one real quick. Yeah, I like the Cardinals offer better.
Yeah, I like the Cardinals one. But who's on the board though?
We won't get to pick with this. That's the thing.
Yeah, but that would be good value in real life though. I guess for the fun of it, we can go for the first one to get the extra pick.
You guys down?
I'm down.
Yeah.
It's not really an extra pick. We just move up with one of them, I guess, right here.
Oh yeah, we move up. Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, I guess we trade with the Colts and
let's just hope that the person who I want to be on the board is still there, and he's not.
And he's not either.
Is gone.
And Chaz Surratt went. Oh man, and Chaz
Surratt just went off, man.
Reject that offer.
Yeah, nobody wants that. Okay. Who do we have?
I wanted Weaver.
Yeah, I wanted Weaver. And Jones is gone.
I was hoping that Chaz would have lasted.
Who else is there on defense?
Pete Werner.
What do we have for edge?
Holland.
Hamilcar Rashid is there. If we're looking specifically at edge,
Rashid is. Oh, I would go Roche right here.
Quincy Roche. Yeah, I don't mind that.
Right here.
I like Roche.
Bet Roche. I guess we're going. So we went receiver, then 2 defensive picks. What are you guys thinking? With the 4th pick, then back to offense.
I'm thinking tight end.
I'm thinking tight end too. Actually,
if Hunter Long, it keeps taking all the tight ends I'm looking at. Okay, when we get back to our next pick, I want to see.
What if a good center is available?
I don't think we need a center. I don't. I mean, maybe as a backup, but
Nico Collins.
He lasted to the.
Yo, we're jumping on the Nico Collins bandwagon right now.
Hey, this isn't too bad of a trade offer, but it depends. I'll let you guys decide.
Nico is sitting there at 116. You rushed
reject that and take Nico Collins.
Out of Michigan.
I would take Seth Williams in this spot too if Collins wasn't there.
Yo, look how far Kyle Trask fell, dude.
So we got two.
Also, Diggy that's Owa Diggy Zua's little brother.
Yep.
By the way, shout out to Nikki in the chat.
Shout out, Nikki.
And here we are at 127.
127. I mean, this is the round that Gettleman's gonna go. He's gonna go offensive lineman, some sort of offensive lineman.
Yeah, let's pull up the offense. We know what's happening.
Well, it has to be interior, right?
Yes, it would. Either guard or center, whichever.
But before we see who else is there at tackle though. Okay. Yeah, I would go guard.
What do we have for center?
Keep it real. I don't recognize any remaining names at center.
The only one I know is Morrissey, and that's way too early to pick Morrissey. I don't know. I'm not familiar with Banks, Moore, or Jones. Go all. Let's see what we have as top prospects.
I'm definitely thinking a guard or center here, just because we do need the depth around this point.
I mean, you never go wrong with guys from Notre Dame.
Yeah, I was gonna say Aaron
Banks. They do be making good offensive linemen over there, so I guess that's who we go.
But there's some good receivers here too.
Yo, we got two receivers.
We just already have loaded up, but there's some good players here.
Evan Ingram saying that he's goated. I mean that Jerry Reese is goated just because he drafted him.
Yo, Hubbard's falling.
Adebo is on the board. Adebo is on the board. Adebo is on the board. Stay on the board, and I will take you.
We got Stokes though.
We can use some more corners. You can never have enough corners.
Exactly.
Did he go?
Yeah, Debo is gone.
Yo, what do we have for D tackle? Because you know that's happening. Give me the best run stuffing D tackle you can get me.
Maybe we go running back here.
I was thinking that too. If Hubbard lasted, I would have gone Troop Hubbard.
Yeah, I was thinking running back here actually with our next pick.
Yeah, we don't pick for a while, I guess. Oh yeah, we don't have a 5th round pick.
Yeah.
Oh, Elijah Mitchell. Who was talking about him?
He just went off the board.
Yeah. Who was talking about him? Was that one of you?
What's the running back from?
Someone.
From where?
Whoa.
Tamori Terry is on the board.
Yo, if Nate was still in the chat, bro.
Yo, I would. Yo, in real life, if Tamori Terry's still on the board, you draft him.
You have to. Oh man.
You have to go 3 receivers.
You have to.
2 receivers. Yeah, we'll get flamed.
I mean, you got the Michigan tight end here.
Yeah, I was gonna say who else is there at tight end?
NC State, SMU tight ends.
Let me see what's that running back. We did.
Duke tight end.
Listen, then we know he's gonna be trash.
That's Daniel Jones's best friend that dropped all those passes.
Yeah, dropped all the passes. Shout out to Justin Huebner for the $2 super chat. He says thoughts on taking a right tackle in the early rounds. I'm not against it.
Yeah, I'm not against
that. Let's see what you have for DT because we know that's a possibility.
This man really want me to look DT right now.
Puka Williams is good at running back if we go running back.
You never go wrong with my guys from Pacific Northwest and Jordan Scott.
What do you guys think? Is it going to be
my vote is Puka Williams?
Oh,
that's my vote.
The running back.
That's just my vote, though.
With this board, he's definitely going to be available later. Or is this our last pick? Yeah, this is our last pick. Actually,
it is our last pick.
Yeah, because we don't have a 7th rounder.
I'm thinking running back in the 6th round. I really am.
So I guess Puka Williams it is out of Kansas.
I think with him and Saquon, that'd be ridiculous.
Very offensive heavy draft.
And Vikings get Tamori and Terry.
In the 6th round.
Did we end up taking any line depth? Because I'm a guy like
we got
line depth.
We got Austin. We got Aaron Brooks.
Aaron Brooks.
Aaron
Banks.
There we go.
Banks. Okay, then yeah. I do think that we definitely need to take some interior depth at some point.
Low key, I wanted to go DT though, because we're taking a
You
DT.
just want the best run stuffing hog molly there is.
Yeah, we have no more picks.
We got no more picks.
Yo, Chris, I understand that we missed Timon and Terry, but we took Nico Collins.
Bro, we got Nico Collins and Rashad Bateman.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Here it is, man. Bateman, Stokes, Roche, Collins, Banks, Williams.
This is a GOAT draft.
I was about to say this is not a bad draft.
This is an amazing draft.
I'm taking a snippet of this right now. I'm taking the clip thing, the clipping tool. I'm taking it right now.
Yeah.
This is actually a GOAT draft right here. I don't mind it at all. Can you imagine if this happens in real life?
If this happened, like I will be making like 5 videos a day talking about how great the Giants are going to be.
Based off of one draft. But guys, that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you all for tuning in, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat here, and shout out to my guest tonight. Mickey said Fizz posted a video saying Wilson demanded a trade. I don't know if he actually demanded a trade, but there was a lot of talks the past couple of days of Wilson being unhappy in Seattle. Does anybody have an official update on that?
I don't see anything official. He just has said he's getting sick of getting hit.
Yeah. Is that the only thing he said? Like, are people still talking about that?
Yeah, that's pretty much what he said. He didn't ask for a trade. He just said he's unhappy because he keeps getting hit. But I mean, he runs around all game, so you expect.
Also, a Seahawk fan posted a stat or something, and the Seahawks were not that bad of a line team this year.
They're not.
That is because Wilson does run around a bit.
Wilson and Deshaun Watson run into sacks every game.
Mm-hmm.
It is like they run into sacks.
But yeah, that's the answer to that question there. Thank you all for tuning in, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Mods were GOATs as usual. Loved you all for tuning in. Last thoughts. We'll go down the line. OGR, Diggy, Lauren.
I mean, really, we just had a GOAT draft. Come on now.
Yeah. I mean, I would take this draft. I mean, we got the corner, we got the edge, we got 2 receivers, offensive line depth, and a backup for Saquon. I mean, that's the perfect draft. I mean, the only thing we might be missing is a tight end. But Evan Ingram, at that point, you just gotta not hurt us.
And Lauren?
Yeah, I mean, I like that last draft for the Giants for sure.
And for sure, we're going to close out the stream better than Evan Ingram tried to close out the Eagles mid-season.
You really got to remind us, bro.
Let's see if we have a tight end on the board.
We just had a happy moment. And he was like, I'm going to remind him about Evan
Ingram. I don't see any tight ends here.
There's no tight ends here.
We got OBJ, JPP.
Yeah. But shout out to everybody. Thank you all for tuning in, and we're